All right, what's next?
All right. I actually figured out the audio issue, but
Yay,
so
competency.
next week we'll be good to go. But
Or May the 4th.
yeah. All right. So I mean, what else do we have? Outriders. Let's talk about Outriders. This will probably be its own
Uh,
little segment,
all right,
probably.
so give me a beer. It's gonna be a while. Q's gonna be busy ranting about Outriders.
No, I'm gonna do this as informational. We all have been playing Outriders recently, and if you can't tell, how things have been going, man, Second Evolution was pretty. Second Extinction was actually pretty fun. But man, I had some fun on Borderlands recently. They did a big patch to fix a lot of problems with Outriders recently. Unfortunately, with this patch came some new glitches. A really bad one being some kind of damage glitch, which has made the game pretty much, if you're at the level where you're doing expeditions, pretty much impossible to complete.
I've still been playing since the patch, and I will say it does seem to be it seems to be a bit random because I'll have things hit me and it seems like I'm taking normal damage, but then you'll have that one random thing that hits you and you just insta die.
Essentially, one shots
So
have
maybe
been
a
happening.
crit modifier or something.
It seems that there is a one-shot opportunity that sometimes it starts at the beginning and you literally start an expedition and die instantly. Sometimes it's later. But the one-shotting has made the game almost unplayable because it's very frustrating to get to the end of something and then just get wiped. For solo play, let me correct that. And this has just been, they are already down, I think, less than 25,000 players. They've been dropping an average of 5 to 10,000 players a week. And yet they refuse to stop kind of making bad patch ideas. They nerfed an ability that everybody was using, which caused a lot of bad blood. But worst of all, in the process of nerfing, your armor tends to occasionally short out. I even tested this. See, the difference is the reason he knew I was going to be talking. I tested it. I went into a match, and I didn't do anything, and I allowed myself to get hit. And at one point, at the start of an expedition, less than 30 seconds in, I had been hit about 3 times, and I had taken over 150,000 damage in those 3 hits. And another time I went in and died at the beginning, and I had taken over 350,000 damage, which leads me to believe my armor is clearly doing nothing because I wasn't fighting an alpha. Like, regular enemies were doing so much damage to me that I was taking 100. By the way, got 18,000 hit points.
Yeah.
So, wow.
I will say, too, where I guess the snipers are now more realistic, it has completely destroyed my anti-sniper game. Because basically they put it where snipers weren't as quick to pull the trigger. But that stopped my ability to jump out real quick and do some kind of movement ability. Because I knew as soon as my head poked out that they were going to take that shot.
Yes.
And now they delay it.
Well, the other problem is that they lowered the sniper damage, but the snipers also sometimes ignore your armor, so they're still killing you instantly.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I put it, like I said, I still jump on to try to do a little bit of grinding, but it's painful to have a character that you were playing tier 15, and now you can't get to a 12 or a 13 because I'll be going along, and I'm at the last fight, and then a little guy walk over, and he'll be like, eh. And I'm just like, and I'm out, and it's like, wow, I got one-shotted by a little punk.
Dude, I had to fight, what's his face? Kolok or whatever?
Moloch?
Moloch? No, not Moloch.
Yardock?
Huh?
Yardock? You talking about the last one?
Yeah. I had to fight Yardock with that bug. The first time you fight him, the one where it's really annoying.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming at you, and any one of those can one-shot if they ignore all of your armor.
Yeah, but I managed to get past it.
And also, if y'all want to see further proof, there is a video out there, you search for it, where a guy goes in and he uses a cheat editor to give himself 100 million armor, and he's a Devastator. And he goes in and he goes down in 10 seconds. And they were saying, like, yeah, there's no way he was rolling off 90% or more damage because he literally, you see his health, and sometimes it'll be like like Zeno said, where he'll get ticked, but then all of a sudden he'll get a hit and it'll just be boom, this massive amount of damage. So either it's, as Zeno said, a hidden crit multiplier that I don't know why on earth you would give that to the enemies. Who wants the enemies to randomly do huge damage?
So I've been playing this trickster. I died with full shield.
Yeah, it seems to ignore everything when it goes, man, with the amount of damage.
Like, I saw my health go away, and I still had a full shield bar.
Like I said, man, 150,000 in 3 hits means that one of those 3 hits was like a massive damage hit. Like, just a huge damage hit that a 0 got added to it or something almost. And,
Zeros.
Yeah. So, it's pretty crazy, and this is causing a huge... And my thing is that there's now a new theory, and yes, you know Q's got a theory, but I didn't start this crazy theory. There's currently a theory that they made all the money they want, and they're trying to kill the game. Yeah. They also have been nerfing and shadow buffing that again, where they keep catching them. Like, they nerfed Killing Spree. Killing Streak, I believe, had its duration halved, and then they claimed that was an accident. Really weird that it was such a specific duration reduction and like showing as a duration reduction. That's not how that works. Normally a glitch or error doesn't come out as a perfectly modification to a skill often. Also, they like a lot of people said, they shouldn't have been messing with Killing Streak at all, though. None of the changes were to any of our weapon mods at all. Like, so why did a weapon mod get its duration halved? So I'm starting to get into the camp that thinks they don't want you playing Outriders. Like,
I mean, so anytime any of these online games like this start messing up, that's always one of the theories, though. Like, I've heard this theory on so many games. I mean, they said it about Diablo at times. They've said it about ESO for a while. When ESO was screwing over big, they're just like, they just want people to quit so they can just close down the servers and save that money. They already got the initial fees, you know.
Except that ESO didn't chain it like this, man. Every week it's a new shadow nerfer trick. Like, I mean, it was
Fallout 76. People said that. Oh, they're just wanting to go ahead and kill that.
Nah, that was just incompetency there, man. What? Bethesda jacks up just because Bethesda jacks up.
I'm just saying, anytime an online game starts really messing up, that's going to be a theory that comes out. Oh, they just want to close the servers down. They're done with it, you know.
It's their fault. It didn't need to be an online game. Why is it even an online game? I still can't wrap my head around why this game is online. It is not competitive. It's not PvP. This game could run fine if it ran like Borderlands and other games where it's running on your friggin' system. I do not know why it is an always online game, but they don't want it to be a live service, and then now they keep screwing up. But just to let you know, I do hope they're going to fix this on Monday because they also go radio silent on weekends. It's why these Friday patches are so annoying because they'll throw the patch out and then you just got to go the whole weekend with whatever the hell happens. Unless it's helping you. Because they had an armor glitch that was giving people extra armor values. Armors were rolling with 25,000 armor. Yeah, they fixed that the same day. So, come on, dude. This does look shady. Your shadow nerfs and your screw-ups and screw-over players take a long time to fix. Your accidental buffs, you know, for example, they fixed the dang armor mod that people were using to get Golem for an extended period of time, but they ain't got your equipment back. Dude, it looks bad. It looks real bad that you always get your nerfs off early and on time, but you don't get your fixes. That doesn't look good. Why are you so focused on your nerfs over your buffs? Most people were only playing for the glitches that were positive. And now that they're gone, even I'm sitting here going like, I don't have a reason to play. Like, I'm really I'm losing motivation to play because the game is getting harder every time I turn it on. And they're giving me nothing back in exchange. Blood Axe, I didn't even tell you this. I lost another gun. You know, Blood Axe, I lost another gun. My gun disappeared again.
Did you really?
My Hell's Riders gun, the DLC gun, the pre-order gun, I lost it again. So I've now lost like 5 of those. You know, like every time I level it up to level 50 and I get a good roll, the damn gun disappears out of my inventory and they give me a level 1 assault rifle. Go ahead, man. I'm done now because I'm pissed off thinking about that.
All right, well, I'll jump in real quick while you still off fume a little bit. The only reason I play is play with my friends. I'll play with you. I'll play with Zen. If Seth or Maggie's asked, I'll play with them. But I don't play because it's fun. And my biggest complaint, well, I have two complaints. Number one, I can't find the gear that I need. I don't know if it's locked behind the Eye of the Storm, which is a common theory that you have to complete certain or all of the actual expeditions to unlock the different layers of loot, which is entirely possible because the only one we haven't beat and it still hasn't dropped yet. But number two, the amount of scaling that it does when you add a second and third person, it is prohibitive to even play multiplayer. I want to play with my friends. I play games, play with my friends. I play Gears or Borderlands or Outriders. We've been playing Second Extinction lately, which, it's a fun little tinker game. We'll talk about that here in a second. But I don't play for fun anymore. I play with my friends, and it's almost become so frustrating because my friends are getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated to the point to where I don't really look forward to playing. I will if somebody asks me to, but I'm not going to go play Outriders by myself to have fun. No, I'm going to do something else. I'll go build something in Grounded and have a ball as opposed to playing this game, getting my ass kicked for no apparent reason, other than the fact that you want players not to have fun. Why can't developers make games to let players actually have fun and enjoy your goddamn game? Let them feel like a badass. Give them the gear they want, or make them earn it, but at least make it available to where you can acquire the content so you can play the higher difficulties without feeling like you suck. Because I do. When I play with Q and I get my ass kicked and I'm crawling on the ground for 120 seconds, I feel like I suck. I don't want to play the game anymore. Anyway, I'm done with my rant on Outriders because it's been the same rant for the past 3 weeks.
I enjoy the game. I I am annoyed with some of the issues, but as an online looter shooter, I sort of expected them. It doesn't bug me as much as it bugs these other two. I just wish it didn't crash as much on PC. But I do choke some of that up to my older video card, being I have one of the old 900 series still. But with the GPU market right now, that's not an easy fix.
Video cards are, you know what? It's easier
so
to get his piece of equipment than a video card.
I'm probably grumpier about not being able to get a new video card than I am about Outriders changing shit.
Well, you also have a lot less hours than us, because Zeno's the sane person who, when he gets on there and annoys him, he goes and plays WoW or Harvest Moon or something. He just stops playing. Yeah. Whereas Blood Axe even says, Q, you've got to stop. I'm obsessive. I don't like quitting. So I'll get furious and then go back and try one more run to get my damn piece of equipment because I don't like quitting. But it's only making me more pissed off. So
I'm not quitting. I just
no, you're not quitting.
I just
you're
come
not
back
quitting.
Later.
Yeah, but I'll put it like this: I'm playing
the game. I am ready to deinstall Outriders. The moment Q says, "Hey, I'm done. I've deleted it," mine is right behind it. and the only reason I play is because of him. Now I will play with, like I said, with a couple of other friends, but I keep it installed because of you. Not because I can't wait to go find Outriders and get my ass kicked again and still not found the cowl I need to complete my fucking set.
I will be fair then. This week we'll decide it. They are going to have to come in and effing give us something. If Outriders goes another week with all the stuff that went wrong and they pull this crap again, then I am officially going to start anti-advertising this game, and I'm going to uninstall it.
Do like a reasonable person and set the game down for a bit and come back later.
That's what I'm going to do. That's it. I'm going to give them this week to fix it and get some of this crap sorted out.
We have videos of master runs on Gears, both in Horde and Escape, on our YouTube channel. We have Mayhem Level 10 Borderlands solo and co-op game where we're just wrecking shit. We are good gamers. I will start streaming some of these expeditions and show you on Tier 15 what happens to me. And I'm not.
They hurt Blood Axe's feelings. I think Outriders hurt Blood Axe's feelings.
I will show them how much their game sucks compared to others because the difficulty is escalated times 10. If you doubled the hit points or just double the enemies, I'd be fine. but you're adding multiples of 10 to their hit points and their damage, and then adding more enemies on top of it. And it's fucking frustrating. And then a third person comes in because you forgot to turn it off to the friends only.
It keeps turning
and
itself
then
back
it goes
on.
by times 30. It goes by time. We did the math. It's 30 times the hit points and damage, and I can't keep up. Now I'm done. I need a beer or Tylenol or
He's
both.
not wrong. You know me, I'm a number cruncher, and I've soloed, played with Clinton, played with others, and I've counted the bullets it takes to take down enemies, and it's a massive spike.
I mean, I'm just here like, oh, it's Diablo 3 again. You know?
Says the guy who plays solo. We need to pull you in a 3-man match and hurt your
but
feelings.
Diablo had the same issue where the multiplier was so high when playing multiplayer that nobody was able to do it.
I have also, wow, I never thought about that. I've never seen anybody playing with, every time I see somebody playing Diablo, you're always playing by yourself.
No, they fixed it later, but it took a while.
Well, enough Outriders. I mean, the sad part is that I actually like Outriders, which is why it's frustrating to me. I think it's a really fun game when it works. But, you know, there's the qualifier. When it works.
Well, my
I
biggest...
would have fun if I was able to get the 2 pieces gear I need to try the build to see if it works the way I think it is, and be able to constantly play my trickster the way they're supposed to be. It's a YOLO build, and they're squishy as hell. But if I can't do enough damage to stay alive, even though I'm laying on the trigger, not letting up, and I only heal by dealing damage, then something's wrong with your game. I mean, it is.
He's also looking for
no
regular
way
piece of
I can
equipment.
do enough damage with his debuffs and another person's debuffs to even stay alive when fighting mobs.
I mean, my thing is, once again, is and here's my biggest issue is that they're doing all this tweaking before. To me, I don't think the game is finished. Like expeditions are cool and all, but you know, with a looter shooter like this, they need a system similar to Diablo's. They need a system where they have, here's your world that works, you know, and here's our tweaking world, and you can just play the game and enjoy the game on the world that works. And here's all the one we apply all the patches and the balances to, and we let people play for a season to see how far and how good they do during the season. And then
they don't want to be a live service.
If
though.
it
That's
works out, then you move that over to the live server. And that's
that
how
would be
Diablo does
fine.
it. It's really fun. I like creating, when I played Diablo a lot, I created a new character every season to play the new stuff, the new gear, you know, the tweaks and all that stuff.
I remember y'all doing that.
I enjoyed it.
Me too. And I played Diablo 3 a lot, and I did the seasonal thing. But the big difference is in the regular campaign, the legendary gear still drops. You can get it probably several pieces an hour.
Oh no, their drop rate is abysmal.
I wish I could get several pieces of legendary.
Anything in the campaign. Better yet, tell me this is where this group of items drop. This map. Okay, we will go farm that map. And I will farm it till I get it. But we don't know where or if any of this stuff drops. And you can't get it in the campaign because the only thing that drops in the campaign is something when you actually do a legendary completion, because even though it says 425% chance of legendary drop or an increased chance, you don't get any legendary drops. I've gotten one single legendary.
I got a second one. I've gotten 2 legendary drops, but that's over hundreds of hours.
All right. I think we've ragged on Outriders long enough.
Thank
you
God.
guys picked up a new game this week. I think you did a review on it that's coming out later this week as well.
Thursday.
So,
Second Extinction is a game that came out on Game Pass. It came out last year, I think, on Steam, but it came to Game Pass earlier this week. And I've got a review coming out on Thursday. But there's also an achievement for finding the golden egg, which is called Treasure Seeker. So I stumbled upon that this morning. So that video is going up on Wednesday, so you can get the location of where to actually be able to find the golden egg. And believe it or not, it actually has some rare components whenever you crack it open. So we look into that. I'm going to let Q start it off, and then I'll come in and I'll have my 2 cents after he's done.
I mean, it's pretty short. I mean, one of the best things about Second Extinction, the good points, is that does not have the level of frustration. It's a fun little shooter. It's very procedural. You know, you go in, you do little expeditions, and you come back out. You're fighting dinosaurs. The guns are pretty decent. If I had any criticism, it's that some of the guns don't even become functional until they're upgraded. But other than that, it's a nice runaround game. Would I sink the time into it that I do in the looter shooters? No. And it's not a looter shooter. You do missions, you do get crafting supplies, but you upgrade mostly your existing weapons and you unlock more weapons as you go along. But I'll probably play more of it now that I know that Blood Axe has put as much time into it as he has. It's definitely something, a good little thing to play on the side, and it's going to get added to my games I play when I don't want to play Outriders library, which is becoming a very prominent part of my gaming time now. Is going, I don't want to play Outriders, I'm gonna go play this. So fun game. Like I said, it's a demo. It's another one of those. It's not the full game. So, but what they have is definitely worth the time since you can get it for free. I definitely say give it an hour or two to see if you like it. Be aware you're gonna need to hit about level 3 before you're gonna get really flexible. So don't judge it, because my first experience was bad. Like I got in, it didn't go too well, and then the game crashed and kicked me out. But after that, played pretty well. And getting a few levels, I felt a lot more confident, and I'm enjoying the game more now.
And even though the game is available on both the Game Pass on PC and Xbox, once again, another game without crossplay.
Get an Xbox.
I need to look for that. So I've got nothing up to level 7, and I've got a review video. It's a fun, simple game. It doesn't have a lot of the complex builds that some of your other shooters have. And while you level as a player, you don't level actually your classes. You get components to be able to upgrade your gear. So that's kind of a frustration point of mine, is I can't improve my character class, which is what I was accustomed to with most other games. It's a little different. Number 2 is the repetitiveness of the maps. It's like he's very procedural. The maps do not change. There's no variety at all. So I kind of know where everything is when I jump in the map anyway. I like little side missions. So you'll find an area where there's a drone hovering and you shoot it down and they say, oh, over here are some drop pod resources. Over here is a nest that we need you to go get some eggs. So they give you additional side missions mid-game. That's kind of cool, and you get more resources for doing those. But the map variability is none. And my biggest complaint, I think, is the interrupts. Trying to reload and just the ferociousness and aggressiveness of the enemies. Trying to reload after about 15 seconds because you keep getting interrupted mid-reload, or you're trying to use a healing stem and you can't even heal yourself because you're getting dogpiled. That's frustrating in and of itself. But other than that, it's a fun game. Not a lot of variety in the dinosaurs. You got your raptors, you have your ankylosaurs, your T-Rexes, your Triceratops. All of them have different critical points, so there is some variety in that. But for the most part, it's kind of like Gauntlet back in the day. If y'all remember Dark Legacy, it's just simple fun with your friends. Mm-hmm. And it's up to 3 people. And actually, there's a lot of things that require multiplayers. So it is a fun co-op game to be able to play. So yeah, I wouldn't drop $60 on it. And it is pre-release. But one of the interesting about the pre-release game is there's actually achievements associated with this one. We didn't have that with the Outriders demo. We don't have it with Grounded. So there's achievements with it. So yeah, it's something that you can play for fun. And if you have Game Pass, you can play for free or whatever your service costs per month.
All right, sounds cool.
I got a review coming up on Thursday because Tuesday we're going to have our May the 4th be with you episode. And then I wanted to get the Treasure Seeker video out quickly. So that's coming out on Wednesday. In my game review, along with gameplay and completing one of the actual campaign missions, will come out on Thursday.
Cool. All right. And hopefully we'll get some double gameplay. We got new software and video recorders and stuff coming in, so you might actually finally got to see us playing together because we're clowns when we're in the same match. And maybe one day, like Zeno may even appear. It's a mystery third guest.
Right?
Like,
All right, well, guys,
so
be sure to
I
check
got
out.
the video card in, but I've got to get a different cord because apparently it does not like the hub that I bought to go with it. So I've got to get a different cord. So I'm gonna try to get that today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Be sure to-
technology.
Yeah.
I bought a brand new hub with multiple USB A's, but the video card says no. We need to have dedicated port slot. Can't use a hub, so I have to go find a USB A to USB C cable. So
Gotcha.
I'll go to Best Buy and make that today.
In other words, coming soon.
Yeah.
I'll wrap it up in 2 words. Coming soon.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notifications when all those videos get released. Also, you can check out Dicejunkies.com where you can find links to everywhere we are online: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Like, follow, and if you want to join us live every Sunday at 3:30 on Twitch, or 3:30-ish. We had some technical issues today, so I think it was around 3:38. But yeah, check out our boys. Beat That Guy Gaming. I mean, if you're in the Birmingham area.
Yeah, or at several different cons. They often hold events and tournaments, man. Cool people. And we just, I sat up there and I'd say, oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. Quinn occasionally wants to go out there and make sure to promote them so we get invited out there again to actually, so he can actually beat that guy, because he does.
I enjoy beating that guy. I've beaten that guy.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And as every week, we hope you enjoy.